Imagine a city transformed by a dream, where history and architecture collide to create a lasting legacy. This is the story of San Diego's Panama, California Exposition, the World Fair and its impact on Balboa Park and San Diego's historic neighborhoods. A World Fair to remember. In 1909, G. Aubrey Davidson proposed to the Chamber of Commerce that San Diego host a World's Fair to celebrate the opening of the Panama Canal. As the first American port of call north of the Panama Canal on the Pacific coast, San Diego was an ideal location, despite having fewer than 40,000 residents. Although San Francisco was chosen for the official International Exposition, San Diego pressed forward with its own event. The Panama, California Exposition, held from 1915 to 1917, attracted millions of visitors and established San Diego as a notable cultural and economic center. Unique features of the exposition. Gardens and architecture. The Panama, California Exposition was distinct from other fairs due to its year-round schedule, smaller scale, and emphasis on gardens and unique architectural design. The event marked the first use of Spanish colonial revival architecture in a U.S. exposition. According to the Exposition Handbook, probably no single feature of California outside the majestic natural wonders of the state has attracted more attention than the old Spanish missions which stretch from San Diego de Alcalá to San Francisco de Solano. This style, closely associated with California's Spanish heritage, had been neglected until the exposition brought it to the forefront, harmonizing with Southern California's landscape and promoting a renaissance of Spanish art and architecture. Educational exhibits. The exposition focused on promoting regional agriculture and featured interactive exhibits, providing educational demonstrations and narrating human history through expert scholars. Temporary structures. Most of the buildings were constructed from staff plaster and lacked foundations, intended to be temporary. However, the community's affection for the Dream City led to preservation and restoration efforts, ensuring the building's survival. The handbook noted, crossing the quarter-mile Puente Cabrillo, the visitor finds himself facing the massive gateway which marks the main entrance to the exposition grounds. Inside the gateway, the bustle of a 20th-century tidewater city is heard no longer. It is as though one stood on a magic carpet, wished himself on the shores of Spain 3 centuries ago, and found the wish fulfilled. Long-term impact on San Diego. The 1915 to 1916 exposition significantly boosted San Diego's growth, drawing millions of tourists to a city of only 40,000 people. The year-long presence of U.S. Marines at the exposition site was a major attraction and established a lasting military presence in San Diego, fostering the development of the shipbuilding and defense industries. Architectural legacy. Bertram Grosvenor, Goodhue's Spanish colonial revival designs left a lasting influence on public and residential architecture across California and beyond. Notable structures like the California Building, now housing the San Diego Museum of Us, continue to showcase art and artifacts from the exposition. The San Diego Museum of Art, the San Diego Zoo, and the Spreckels Organ Pavilion also emerged from the exposition. Today, Balboa Park is a National Historic Landmark District, recognized as the most intact example of exposition architecture and design in the U.S., cherished by both locals and visitors. Growth in Burlingame, South Park, and Golden Hill. As visitors thronged to Balboa Park, nearby neighborhoods like Burlingame, South Park, and Golden Hill began to prosper. These areas quickly became sought-after residential locations, drawing new residents and businesses. The period's development boom resulted in a diverse architectural landscape characterized by 3 distinct home styles: Spanish Mission, Craftsman Bungalow, and Swiss Chalet. Architectural styles. Spanish Mission style features some flat roofs and stucco exteriors. Inspired by California missions, These homes often include arched doorways and red tile roofs. Craftsman Bungalow, known for their iconic pillars and low-pitched gable roofs. These homes emphasize handcrafted woodwork and built-in furniture, reflecting the arts and crafts movement. Swiss Chalet. The rarest of the three, these homes are distinguished by steeply pitched roofs and ornate wooden detailing. They often feature overhanging eaves and decorative balconies, adding a touch of alpine charm to the neighborhood. Preservation and maintenance challenges. Many of these historic homes have undergone questionable maintenance and remodels, often compromising their original designs. Inconsistent renovations can diminish the architectural integrity and historic value of these residences. Nonetheless, efforts to preserve these homes are evident through the historic building plaques on many properties. Historic building plaques. Historic building plaque indicates a property's recognition as historically significant. These plaques offer several benefits and challenges for homeowners. Benefits. Lower taxes. Historic properties often qualify for tax reductions under programs like the Mills Act, providing financial incentives for preservation. Cultural prestige. Owning a historically recognized home adds a sense of pride and connection to the community's heritage. Challenges. Construction restrictions. Homeowners must follow strict guidelines for renovations and repairs to maintain the property's historic integrity. This can limit modifications and require more expensive, period-appropriate materials and methods. Maintenance costs. Preserving historic homes can be costly, as maintaining their original features often involves specialized craftsmanship. Conclusion. The Panama, California Exposition of the early 1900s brought global attention to San Diego and spurred growth in neighborhoods like Burlingame, South Park, and Golden Hill. The distinct architectural styles that emerged during this period, Spanish Mission, Craftsman Bungalow, and Swiss Chalet, continue to define these areas' unique character. While historic building plaques offer benefits like lower taxes and cultural prestige, they also come with challenges, including stringent construction restrictions and higher maintenance costs. Despite these challenges, preserving these homes ensures that San Diego's architectural heritage remains a vibrant and integral part of the city's identity.